Hey, this is Jay bringing you some Black Ops 2 hardcore kill confirmed on the map Carrier. If you're wondering what I'm doing right there, that random person on our team was shooting down our score streaks. So I was going to shoot him. I think he may have been a member of that other team. And speaking of that other team, it was a clan that we were playing against. And managed to get a nice little swarm on them. They sent me some nice clan invites, so that made me feel pretty good about that. But hey, don't want to talk about this gameplay at all. Instead, I want to talk to you guys about Sundays and how Sundays are the worst. Now, back in the day when I was in high school, I took a job working at Taco Bell. I tell you what, I love Taco Bell food. To this day, I could eat there probably every day. In fact, I worked as a crew member there, then worked my way up to a shift manager, to an assistant manager, to a store manager, and then I ended up having 2 stores. So I worked there for a good period of time, but like I said, loved eating there. I could eat there every day. But while I was working there, I noticed a couple things. There were 2 days or 2 time periods that I used to hate working. So when I was a store manager, I would never schedule myself for those times unless I really had to. Those 2 times were on Friday and Saturday nights when the bar rush got out. That just became crazy. All those drunk people coming in there. Oh, I could tell you some wild stories about those times, but I won't get into that. But interestingly enough, the other time that I really didn't like working was the church rush. That was on Sundays when all the churches got out. All those people came in that had been going to church, and they came in there and ate. And the thing that I saw was there were a lot of people that were really rude. They were really messy. They were really cranky, and just a pain in the butt really to be around. So I really did not like working the church rush. Well, I heard of a website called Sundays Are the Worst, and basically it was started by a pastor who had been talking to some people in the service industry, like waiters and waitresses, and they kind of had a similar experience to what I did, and they said, you know, Sundays were the worst day to work. You got this church rush that came in, these people were rude, they were bad tippers, and they just really didn't like doing that. And I was thinking about what message that sends to people that don't know Christ, to people that aren't Christians. You know, a lot of times they said that these Christians kind of look down at them for working on Sundays. Sometimes they would leave these tracts instead of a tip, and I was just like, oh man, what kind of message are we sending to people, you know, with the church rush? The church rush should not be like that, should not be known for that. Now, in all fairness, not everybody that goes out to eat Sundays for lunch is from church. Not everybody who goes to church and comes out to eat, you know, is a Christian. So, you know, there's some things to take into consideration, but we have a bad reputation. So I want to challenge you. Let's change that. You know, let's think about tipping differently. I tend to be one of those people that if the person is really good, I give them a really good tip. If the person is really bad, I don't give them a good tip. But what if we kind of change that? What if the person is really bad? And what if we stopped and said, you know, hey, you know, is your day going okay? Or is everything okay? You know, what if we did it? Yeah, we might get told off, but maybe we'd have somebody share, oh, you know, I'm having to work a double today because somebody called off and I'm just really tired. Or maybe my kid is really sick. Or maybe my kid is in the hospital. You know, what if we found out something like that? I'm sure it would change the way we saw that person. That's what I want to challenge you. These people, you know, they depend on our tips. A lot of these people are struggling to make it by, and you know, a good tip from us could really help them out. A nice kind word could really help them out. So let's let our attitudes first of all be grace-filled, and let's let our tips be grace-filled. Yeah, they might not deserve it, they might not do that, but maybe a grace-filled tip could send a huge message that we do care about them. So I just want to challenge you with that. And do me a favor, please don't be the person that leaves the fake $20 track tip, you know, and that's all you leave. If you're going to do that, leave a real 20 with it. I want to encourage you to maybe leave a nice tip and write a little message on that thing. You know, hey, God bless, hey, I'm praying for you, or leave your favorite scripture verse. And if you're a church, please don't order 20 pizzas and then tip the delivery guy $2 or something like that. Like I said, let's just make sure our tips are grace-filled. But this is where I'm going to be ending it. In my next video, I'm thinking about telling you stories about fast food, stories that will blow your mind. You're going to be like, oh my Lord, I cannot believe that. If you want to hear those, like this video though. If I get enough likes, I will share that in my next video. But guys, as always, take care and God bless.